Good morning, traders, and God bless. I am Ricky Gaspard, your host for this pre-market session. Each morning, we'll be listening for stocks to be called out in stream one or watching for stocks to pop up here in these two scans. Once we see a stock we like, we want this label here to be green. This label is the volume of the very last candle. So when it's green, we also want to see the numbers within this label really flying, a high flow, a good battle going on. In other words, we're trying to either drive the stock up or down. So we need high volatility, high volume. Once we see that happening in this label, we want money flow above the yellow line here. This is the money flowing into the stock market or the stock. And at the same time, in Dominator Master, we want to see these green bars, which represent buyers, above this yellow average volume line. This means they're buying more shares than average or selling more shares than average. So once we hear the stock called out, or I click on one down here and this is green, quickly verify that's green, that's green. And the next thing we want to do is we want to watch these two labels up here. As soon as they turn green, the price usually takes off. So you either had to been in just prior to this and you have been here a while and you understand what's happening here and you know that this is getting close to triggering like you see now. It's up there in the 90s and 95s and the price is rising. So you either want to be in right when this turns green or had been watching the chart and you got in prior. And we need this high volume. Don't ever forget that because that's what makes momentum trading working. Also, if you're new here, I suggest you watch these live streams many times. Watch all of these indicators, learn how they work, wait for the strategy to set up, and don't trade with real money. If you are new here, write it down on paper, your entry, your exit, and your results. If you continue to be profitable on paper, then trade real money, but trade small share size anywhere between 1 and 10 shares. And if you're profitable with real money, the only thing you need to do to increase your profit is increase your share size. I'm also not a financial advisor. Make sure you reach out to the proper authorities before you take any of my advice or use any of my indicators. I am simply a guy who trades from his home office, but I'm also a coder and a long-term user of Thinkorswim since 1990s. So I know everything about the platform. And over in your active trader, make sure that your TIF is on EXT so that you can trade extended hours, which is this market here that we're in until the bell rings. Thank you for joining me this morning and God bless. Hopefully we get a good morning this morning. It's been a tough 2 mornings in the past. We did make a few dollars, but not very many, not like we're used to. You'll see a new toy here I'm working on. I'm working on replacing, this is the 1 minute chart, the 5 minute chart, the 15-minute chart. And we're basically measuring momentum here and how strong is the push. I can measure that in one indicator. I'm trying to get rid of these three and consolidate down to one. These will be 1 through 10 bars. So the more bars that appear, the stronger the stock is getting. And it's kind of based on the same principle as how many buyers and sellers do we have. So when we get up past 5 or 6 bars, that price is going to start rising. This is in testing. It's not ready. Don't ask me where it's at because it's going to be a while. I have work to do here. I'm just basically testing the functionality today. Then I've got to make this be yellow bars until we reach the targeted percent before they turn green. So it's a work in progress. Thank you, traders. You'll see bars, they'll just start appearing and disappearing. It's kind of good because you can add it to all of your scans and you know what's hot. You can even sort it just by clicking on it. And it's only measuring the up movement right now. Also, I'm not measuring down. I may have to do that in two indicators, one for up and one for down. You can see in this new indicator, I have nothing to fear now. I'm not missing anything. I don't have anything with a lot of bars, even though I'm showing three over here and I would normally have to go check them. I don't have to go check them now because they have no momentum strength. I think this is a better way to measure it than to displaying is it green on the 1, 5, and 15-minute chart. We'll just measure the pressure is what we're doing here, measuring the pressure. Wheeler pushing up a little from 290 to $3, a nice 10-cent move. Thank you, Nozzle, for calling that out. It is on low volume. It's no big battle going on. Let's see if the buyers step back in. We're looking for a green bar here. We get a red one. So we're showing a weak move, only 2 bars. And we have CLSK pop in with 4. I'm mainly looking for 5 bars and above. Building a little bit more strength in WHLR up to 3 bars now. Just the inverse of this setup here. Same principle, volume increases, but it's the percentage of sellers making the volume increase. I've been wanting to build like a slider. Like, let's say it's moving this away from sellers, and the left side of my arrow is turning red, and the the right side is green, and the green's getting smaller when the sellers, or if the buyers are in control, it's mostly green and pushing the red out. But Thinkorswim won't let me put a slider in a watch list, nor will they let me build it up here anywhere. So I'm going to do it with bars. We got 4 bars now and spiking up. I think I can pull off the same principle just by using, because I can make these red, yellow, and green, like it's red on the first bar or pulling backwards. But I'm trying not to cram too much data in here. I may just leave it yellow and green, like it's weak until it gets to 5 bars. But that depends on today's results. I'm basically watching what the price is doing as with the bars are developing. So far, working fine. 4 bars and trying to push higher. Money flow is red. Dominator bars are red. But there's just profit taking. They're not selling this stock off, or we would have tall red bars and this money flow would really be dropping. So they're buying a little, taking some profit, buying a little, taking some profit. Maybe they're fixing to take some more profit here. We now have 5 bars and 4 bars below it on the next stock. 3, 2. So we can see which ones are building down here. I'm always trying to make it simpler, keep it simple, the KISS method. I am sorting by this indicator, whoever has the most bars. Right now, Wheeler's winning the game. WHLR. And while I'm trading this one, I'm not actually trading it. I won't be trading today. I'll be monitoring this most of the day. But as you would be trading this, you can just look down here and see you're not missing anything. They may be moving, but you're not missing the big money. Nice job, A Treat. Gets 140 on Wheeler. Aaron, the YouTubers know this is a good program. We don't know what's holding them back. I hear all kind of reasons why. Like I can't afford 79 a month, but you can trade. I don't get it. YouTubers, I have premium members asking, where in the hell are y'all? I kind of have to agree with them. Where are you? No, as in joining us, helping drive these stocks up. I give them the most profitable section of the trading day. Pre-market, we make most of our money before the bell rings. Well, I'm ready for another stock, but I'm not seeing one. One fat guy, I am a senior citizen. This is a senior citizen's discount. $79 for what I offer. You won't find it anywhere. I'm just trying to share my knowledge, trying to make you wealthy. It's up to you to listen. No pressure. I'll just shut YouTube off one day and go away for a while. I'll check and see if we have a PayPal payment option. I'm pretty sure we do. It just may not be turned on. I'll look into it today. I'm reading all those excuses. I'm old too. Thank you, DJ. I get it. Y'all guys probably tried everything on the planet, everything on the internet. I got the best one. He's got the best one. She's got the best this. He's got the best that. But I'm showing it to you before you buy it. I'm showing you it works. I'm showing you the difficulty of it. It's not real difficult. It's okay. I'm just paying it forward. If you don't want it, I guess you don't want it. Right now, I want a stock pick, and I'm not seeing one. I'm still here. I'm working in the background. Might as well get some work done. Well, it's starting to seem like a Friday. Wheeler making a small move. STLA might be fixing to do something. TD, I like to say not every day's a trading day because it's really not. Nice job, Profit Pilot. Playing the dips on WHLR for 450. Great job. So I very seldom get breakfast. If I get a burrito, it'll be on a Saturday morning once a week, and not even that often, really. I have to watch my health. I haven't been in the greatest shape in the last 5 years, 6 years. Believe me, I got medical professions for everything about me, which is not a good thing, but at least they're there if I need them. But I eat healthy, not as healthy as I should. Nobody does, but I do watch what I do. BATL, looking up from the bottom, about half of the meter here. Not looking too good. Volume's not moving too well. I now have this indicator on all of my scans. There's 13 scans this morning, and the market does not look good. I'm seeing 1 and 2 bars or no bars. JWAMs. I'm sure if you submit a support ticket, they can show you that. Should not be a problem. SLV moving up a little. Silver. Nice job, Chucko. Chucko, did you hold it overnight? Overnight hold on MRVL for 502.50. Great job, brother. Where is the volume in this market? It's awful. APLD. Not a whole bunch of volume here, but it is looking north. No trade for me yet this morning. Of course, I was only going to trade the obvious one, and we haven't had an obvious one yet. Had a few movers, little bouncers. Nothing really being driven up. See you later, Dan. You have a blessed one. Monarch, if you're not impressed with pre-market, you haven't been here long enough. We knock it out of the park sometimes. Just because we're having a bad day today, don't mean pre-market sucks.
WOK.
WOK spiking upwards. Thank you, Tom.
WOK.
WOK currently at $1.75. Money flow is up. Very slow volume. It fails to really just keep running, but it is, the buyers are just now coming into it, I think. This volume could pick up.
WOK.
We need taller green dominator bars here. This tells me the buying volume is picking up and it is growing taller. Bunch of sellers sitting up here at the top. This wick is sellers driving the price back down. And it's evident right here in money flow, they are taking profits. Hopefully it doesn't sell off. It just flips right around and goes back up. I'm going to set a level here. If we can push above it, $1.75, we may see more to come. Kind of stalled there for a minute. Heavy selling going on. That was a pretty hard sell right there. From 185 down to 163. Don't know if I would trust this one on the way back up. Might not have a way back up. It may keep selling. That's about a 55-cent drop right there. Awful trade right there. I think everybody got whopped. All right, YouTubers, thank you for joining me on this Friday morning pre-market session. Unfortunately, nothing happened again this morning. Not too bad of a week. It definitely wasn't the greatest. It was below average. We did pull some gains out. I'm not going to complain as long as we're making money. If we can still find stocks in a struggling market, I think we're doing good. But thanks for joining me. If you're interested in joining us at volumespikes.com, there's a link above the chat. Just click that white label up there. It'll take you to volumespikes.com. You can read about me in the community. We'd love to have you join us. But until then, have a blessed weekend. Don't give it back if you trade more today. I am out. God bless you.